Okay, so for this video, I'm going to focus on the classic Christmas colors, the red and the green and the gold and the white. So I'm going to do these two, or show you how I did these two. I did this one starting small, and then I just worked my way out bigger and bigger, alternating the colors between the four. So I have a red dot in the middle, the green, the gold, and then the white, and then just repeat that. Now, the colors that I used for these were, this one is just a mandala design here. But the colors I used for these are bright red metallic paint. And as a matter of fact, I thought it was a little too pink. So I wanted to make it a little stronger red. So I put a little dot of candy apple red in my little tray and just stirred that up. And that's the multi-surface paint, so it made it a little thicker, and it was made for a nice texture for this particular application. And then I also used the Christmas green metallic, pure gold metallic, and then I used the multi-surface white. And then once everything was completely dry, I topped the white with a metallic white, or a pearl white. So if you want to see how I made these, then keep watching. Alright, so just finding the seams on either side, and then I'm just going to find the middle, starting with a 10 millimeter with white, pearl white, moving to a 4 millimeter, and the red, and I'm just going to go right on the top, and then onto the bottom, and then I'm going to do a crisscross to either side, and then I'll just put a dot right in between each of those dots. So it'll be a total of 8 around the center. Okay, moving on. This is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And that's in green. Next, I am moving to a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook in gold. Now, I've numbered my crochet hooks, if you're wondering. That's just a reference for myself, just when I pick them up. Just makes it move a little quicker for me, and I don't have to fumble around and try to look for the tiny handwriting. Okay, moving to the largest dotting nail stylus that I have. I dot right on the edge of the gold, right in the center, and then I go down one side, and then I dot the same first initial dot, and then I walk it down the other side. And those are in red. And all the way around, it kind of looks like a flower. Okay, moving on. This is a 3.75 millimeter. And I'm going right in between each of the little divots there, the little bridge, and I'm using white. Okay, this is the smallest wooden dowel that I have. I would say it's about a 3.5 millimeter in diameter. It's smaller than my smallest crochet hook, so I use it quite often. And that's in white, and that's just right next to the white that I just did there in the divot. Okay, moving back to the largest nail stylus tool, I'm just going to dot on either side, right in between those white dots that I've got. Okay. Okay, this is a 4mm crochet hook. It's Susan Bates crochet hooks is what they are. And I'm going right in between the white dots with a green. And then I'm going to walk the dots down around that green in gold with starting with my largest nail stylus tool there. And I start on the edge, the outer edge, and then walk around one side and then refill the paint, and then I dot the same initial dot again and I walk down the other side. I redot the initial dot just to keep the dots even. I hope that makes sense. Okay, this is it's a larger dotting tool. It's a 9mm, and I'm going right on the outside of the white, in between each of the green and gold, with a red. And this is a 4mm crochet hook, and I'm just going to move my glass out of the way there. And I'm going in between each of the larger red dots with a smaller red dot. My largest nail stylus dotting tool, and I'm going to make a dot right on either side of that smaller dot that I just made, all the way around, kind of making a ring. Okay, this is a 5.5mm crochet hook, and I'm just going to either side of the large red dot with green. Kind of making a double ring. I was pointing out how if you touch the dots they kind of run together, so it's better to give yourself enough space. And lastly, this is a size 4mm crochet hook, and it's in white, and I'm going just right in between each of the green dots. And that is it for that one. And that's how they look. Okay, on to the next one. Starting out right on the seam. And I have a 4mm Susan Bates crochet hook, and I'm going to dot it in red. And I'm using my largest nail stylus tool to do a crisscross around the red.
and green. And then I'm going to go right in between each of those 4 dots and make a dot. So there will be a total of 8 around the center dot there. This is a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook, and this is gold, and I'm going just right in between each of the green dots. And that's basically the same pattern I'm going to use all the way around, all the way down this whole ornament here. And I'm just alternating colors: red, green, gold, and then white. This is a 4 millimeter crochet hook, and this is in white, right in between all the gold and on the outside. So we're just going to get bigger and bigger with the dots there. That is a 5 millimeter crochet hook in red, and I'm going right between each of the white dots all the way around. And this is a 5 millimeter, and that's in green, so go back to the green. Gold and a 5.5 millimeter right between the green. That is a 6 millimeter, and that's with white. And I'm going just on the outside, but right in between each of the gold. This is a, let's see here, 8 millimeter, and that's going to go right in between the white. And that's in red, going all the way around. This is a 9 millimeter, going back to the green, right in between on the outside of each of those red ones. And lastly, I'm going to go with a 10 millimeter in gold, right in between all of the green dots there. Now you could keep going all the way around it and work them back smaller, but I just kind of figure you only see one side of the ornament anyway. But that's up to you. That's a personal preference. However you would want to do that there. And there's the final bulb there.
Well, that is it for this video. Here again is the final products. I hope you like it. If you do like it, please hit the like button. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and I will get back to you. Hey, thanks for watching. See ya.